almost like a follow-up. And there is a reason to go back to Wednesday. And the reason has a name. While I never got a chance to interview this man so far, have sent multiple requests, not really sure why, but hopefully I will. But I always planned the first question this man would be, does he even know his name? At times he's called Bhaipo, at times he's called Bengal's Pappu, at times he's called Koila Bhaipo, and every time BJP has called him, he has only gone back to them with a dare. Can you dare take my name in the public platform and make the allegations that you're making? That same day, he has thrown to BJP leader of opposition of the state, Shubhendu Adhikari, BJP state Dr. Shukanto Mojumdar, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and not to leave out even the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. To all of them and to every other BJP leader, this one man has always gone back without buckling down with a voice of dare. Take my name, take you to court. Make the allegation that so and so is Bhaipo, so and so is accused of this, and that he would take them to court. Surprisingly, BJP, that vows to have 56-inch Kachhati, has never dared to take his name, at least from a platform. Yes, we are talking about Abhishek Banerjee, one who had dominated the digital space yesterday. Abhishek Banerjee spoke inside the parliament for almost 50 minutes, and every word he said has almost, in different bits and parts, have gone, especially on social media. While the so-called mainstream and legacy media had focused on multiple other things, but digital media in a way celebrated Abhishek Banerjee and everything he had said. Now you can call it celebration or you can call it basic journalism to report what is heard and what is seen. Abhishek Banerjee was seen in the parliament today. Abhishek Banerjee was heard in the parliament yesterday. Abhishek Banerjee was loud and clear, and his words had registered with the people. And that's the reason, like any journalist do, had reported on Abhishek Banerjee. And that's the reason Abhishek Banerjee had dominated the digital space the whole day on Wednesday. 50 minutes of speech. And this 50 minutes is not for the first time had shown Abhishek Banerjee on the floor of the House. Abhishek Banerjee is a third-term member of parliament. And with every election from Diamond Harbour, he has only increased its tally. This time, his tally is more than 7 lakh as a margin, one of the highest in the country. Abhishek Banerjee has tried the parliament many a times before. Thus, the question is simple. What has changed? How Abhishek Banerjee's one speech simply did not go viral, but also, in a way, pumped in an adrenaline for the united opposition that is India Alliance. This happened. What has changed? And does it require to look back in a hindsight? Well, yes, you must and you will. And the hindsight takes you back to 2021. No, it has got nothing to do with the fact that he has been questioned and examined by Enforcement Directorate. No, it has got nothing. The fact that even Enforcement Directorate and central agencies have questioned his family members. No, it has got nothing to do with the fact that he has also slogged as much as any other leader of Trinamool Congress in the past two elections. But in the past 3 years, if there is one thing to pay attention, as how Abhishek Banerjee has vociferously come in defense of Mamta Banerjee. Yes, they are blood related. Mamta Banerjee is his aunt. But then from 2021, with a renewed vigor, Abhishek Banerjee trying to assert that he is ready to take the metal and to pick up the metal for Trinamool Congress, had come in defense of Mamta Banerjee in the strongest possible way. Just not that. The same Abhishek Banerjee has spoken on issues even before opposition leaders had spoken out. For example, same-sex marriage. While it was considered to be a sensitive issue, while it was considered to be a sensitive issue for any political party, Abhishek Banerjee issued a statement. We have seen other leaders from Congress too, like Rahul Gandhi, issue a statement. But Abhishek Banerjee, as far as Trinamool Congress is concerned, has almost been at the forefront of taking on questions head on and never shy away from them. Yeah, minus the fact that if questions had come from the Republic of Noise, he would lose his cool. But otherwise, on the public platform, on a political platform, he displays it's quite the opposite during a press conference. And that just not me. Every other journalist out here in Kolkata and also in Delhi would agree that he would take all the questions, as I said, minus coming in from the Republic of Noise. Why did I say that we have to go back to 2021? In order to understand that, here's a small package to give you a sense what made Abhishek Banerjee that he is today and what provoked him to take on BJP head on like the way he has.
आदरणीय दीदी ओ दीदी दीदी ओ दीदी
दीदी ओ दीदी मैं जब ये बोल रहा हूं ना दीदी ओ दीदी उससे भी उनको गुस्सा आया। बताओ, ये गुस्सा करने वाली एक चीज है क्या? मुझे बताइए, ये गुस्सा करने वाली बात है क्या? मैं तो हैरान हूं, मुझे किसने वो व्हाट्सएप भेजे हैं, शायद बंगाल के लोगों ने भेजे हैं। सैकड़ों बच्चे, सैकड़ों, कोई 3 साल का, कोई 4 साल का, कोई 5 साल का, वो खुद मोबाइल पर अपनी वीडियो बना करके रखी हुई है बच्चों ने। और क्या बोल रहे हैं बच्चे? दीदी ओ दीदी। बंगाल के हर घर का बच्चा दीदी ओ दीदी बोलना शुरू कर दिया है।
এই হচ্ছে মমতা ব্যানার্জির দাম, এই হচ্ছে মমতা ব্যানার্জির দাম। মমতা ব্যানার্জির দাম, তুমি যার টিকিট হয়ে রাজনীতি করো সে মাথা নিচু করে মমতা ব্যানার্জিকে প্রণাম করে, আর তুমি মমতা ব্যানার্জির দাম জিজ্ঞেস করছো। এই মমতা ব্যানার্জির দাম বাংলার 10 কোটি মানুষের দাম, সতীশ সামন্তর বিপ্লবী মাটির দাম। যে নরেন্দ্র মোদীর টিকিট হয়ে তুমি রাজনীতি করো সে মাথা নিচু করে প্রণাম করছে মমতা ব্যানার্জিকে। এটা বাংলার মাটি, দুর্জয় ঘাটি।
কাটবে যত বাড়বো তত, ফুটবে তত ফুল, রক্ত দিয়ে লিখে যাব আমরা তৃণমূল।
कोई कहता है हिंदू खतरे में है, कोई कहता है मुसलमान खतरे में है, कोई कहता है हिंदू खतरे में है, कोई कहता है मुसलमान खतरे में है। मैं कहना चाहता हूं धर्म का चश्मा जरा उतार के देखो, पूरा हिंदुस्तान खतरे में है।
ये टीएमसी वाले सुबह शाम वोट बैंक करते हैं, सुबह शाम गाली गलौज करते हैं, सुबह शाम कानून के खिलाफ काम करते हैं। इनके पास देश के लिए कोई विजन है क्या?
The whole country needs to know that BJP doesn't have a single Muslim MP in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha or any state assembly. Diversity isn't about the colors in our flag. It's about the people in our parliament.
बंगाल वालों को पता है, देशवासियों को अभी पता नहीं है इसका। ये सिंगल विंडो क्या है? बंगाल में सिंगल विंडो है पाइपो विंडो। बंगाल में कौन सा सिंगल विंडो है? बंगाल में कौन सा सिंगल विंडो है? पाइपो विंडो। बंगाल में कौन सा सिंगल विंडो है?
ঝড় জল বৃষ্টি, ইডি সিবিআই, বিরোধীদের কুৎসা, সংবাদ মাধ্যমের অপপ্রচার তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসকে দমাতে পারেনি।
The Honorable Prime Minister is on borrowed time. You all are on borrowed time. Mark my words. And I would like to end by saying, थोड़ा सब्र रखिए और कुर्सी का पीटी बांध लीजिए, मौसम बिगड़ने वाला है।
कुर्सी की पेटी बांध लीजिए, मौसम बिगड़ने वाला है. Well, you have heard this dialogue in the movie Pathan. But how come Abhishek Banerjee brought document in the parliament yesterday? And that possibly reflects what he had been stocking up since 2021. Didi oh Didi, this one call, which Trinamool Congress and many had termed as nothing but a catcall, coming in from the Prime Minister, who championed the cause of Nari Shakti, used it for the only woman chief minister in the country, that is Mamata Banerjee. So what? It was a political space. So what? It was a political battleground. But this very call, Didi oh Didi, kept on being repeated by the same manner and over again throughout the election, has only catapulted an anger. And that anger had reflected yesterday. I had spoken to several Trinamool Congress leaders since yesterday. I tried figuring out as what has changed, why and how Banerjee looks so transformed. And this is the answer that I got. That Abhishek Banerjee was deeply hurt when this happened. Didi oh Didi was hurtful. Mamata Banerjee did not appreciate that at all, and she had vowed that she will never respond to all that very catcall. Her response was in 2021 in West Bengal, Trinamool Congress had a landslide victory in an election where BJP had given this call minus the catcall. Ab ki baar 200 par. They were restricted to 77, the number which has now come down with by-elections and also defections. Trinamool Congress Supremo, that is Mamata Banerjee, had made it very clear that her response would be the actions. And who supported that? Abhishek Banerjee. Both, in a way, vowed to make it an united fight and a joint fight. As I said, they belong to the family. And Abhishek Banerjee, as the source claimed yesterday, since childhood, had been very, very close to Mamata Banerjee. In fact, at the small room of Mamata Banerjee, there are 4 pictures. One is of Mamata Banerjee's mother. The other one is of Mamata Banerjee, mother and father together. The third picture is of Mamata Banerjee with Abhishek Banerjee and Mamata Banerjee's mother, all 3 in one frame. And the fourth picture that is there in Mamata Banerjee's room is of Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee, almost highlighting the kind of equation they share and the kind of emotion they share. So Abhishek Banerjee had, in a way, waited for this so that he can give it back when it hurts the most and where it hurts the most for BJP. That is Lok Sabha election. Thus, first, refusing to be part of India Alliance, equally there in Congress when they did how things were panning out in India Alliance as far as Bengal is concerned. And after elections got over, Abhishek Banerjee was there on behalf of Trinamool Congress attending the India Alliance meeting. And in fact, in that meeting, that same aggressive Abhishek Banerjee had even suggested that he is willing to cobble numbers, at least in Bengal, he can cobble for the support and strength if India Alliance together decides to stake claim and wants to go for a floor test to defeat BJP to restrict Prime Minister Modi from coming back to power for the third consecutive term. Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee are simply not blood related, but at the same time, politically, Abhishek Banerjee says Mamata Banerjee is his mentor. While there had been a lot of talks of differences between old guard and new guard, while there had been differences within the party as been claimed by many, but then all these speculations have always fallen apart when there are a moment of crisis. And the crisis had been best felt in times of election. Thus, 2021 Assembly election, Abhishek Banerjee almost matched every step with Mamata Banerjee. If Mamata Banerjee went to the northern part of Bengal, Abhishek Banerjee managed southern part of Bengal. If Mamata Banerjee was in Purulia, he was there in Bankura. And similarly, the same scene in Lok Sabha election 2024, both in a way, in a multi-pronged attempt, tried restricting BJP, and they have been successful. Not discounting that there are other leaders as well, but Trinamool Congress primarily dependent on two figures at the moment. One is Mamata Banerjee, the other one is Abhishek Banerjee. Abhishek Banerjee, there is only one leader in the party, that is Mamata Banerjee, and that way he has also, in a way, created his own acceptance within the party. Abhishek Banerjee yesterday had simply not thundered, but in a way also seemed like settled his personal scores. To go to the extent that Prime Minister Modi is on a borrowed time and that this government would collapse any moment, this, for the first time, we heard coming in from this Trinamool Congress National General Secretary on the floor of the House. Many are saying that Abhishek Banerjee has come back. Many are saying that Abhishek Banerjee has arrived. Many are also saying that Abhishek Banerjee is here to stay, and yesterday he has only shown the trailer. What happens in the future, only time would say. But at this point in time, after he had dominated the digital space yesterday, we have to now wait and see whether this momentum continues. And mind it, anybody doing a story on Abhishek Banerjee, the talk of the town becomes whether Abhishek Banerjee is paying all of them. Well, you can figure out whether he paid any of the digital spaces or not. The answer, me and us, is a big no, and he doesn't need to. As I said, journalism is all about reporting. If you see and hear something, you ought to report this. And thus, like you reported yesterday, we want to leave you with this very report of what Abhishek Banerjee said inside the parliament, the punches he had thrown at BJP, and the punches he had also thwarted coming in from BJP. To have engaged with the speaker, that is Om Birla, to have also tried reasoning and arguing with him that if he can talk about emergency, he can talk about organization. Abhishek Banerjee has made it very clear that Trinamool Congress in the India Alliance, along with other parties, is there to make its voice heard. And that's exactly what you've seen with Moha Moitro, Kollan Banerjee, and now Abhishek Banerjee. Leave you with what Abhishek Banerjee has said inside the parliament today, something that made him the headline boy for Thursday, something that made him dominate the social media space, go viral like never before.
This budget was planned by two individuals to keep another two in good faith, neglecting the aspiration of 140 crore people. That BJP, which decried of appeasement politics in the last 10 years, is now ensnared in its tentacles, as in the appeasement politics tentacles, trying to save its own chair. Waqt badal gaya hai, sir. Sir, one thing has changed. I was sitting throughout when the budget was being read. Only the cheerleaders have gone down in numbers. वो bench बजाने वालों का थोड़ा number कमती हो गया है. So budget, BUDGET, it has 6 letters. And I will explain all 6 letters in details. So let me start with B. B for betrayal. BJP promised अच्छे दिन. BJP promised अच्छे दिन before coming to power. BJP promised अच्छे दिन before coming to power. These people sitting here in the treasury bench needs to know. So they betrayed the marginalized communities. They spoke about सबका साथ, सबका विकास, which turned into जो हमारे साथ, हम उनके साथ, as admitted by BJP MLA and the leader of opposition in Bengal Assembly, and proved right by the failed finance minister of this failed government yesterday. Sir, religious representation. Sir, religion belongs to an individual, whereas a festival is for everyone. Like the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal has said, Dharmo jar jar, Utsav shobar. BJP doesn't have a single Muslim MP. Sir, listen to this. The whole country needs to know. The whole country needs to know that BJP doesn't have a single Muslim MP in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, or any state assembly. So now I come to you. Budget का B पे बोला betrayal, अब U पे आता हूँ. Sir, U stand for unemployment. Sir, youth unemployment. मोदी जी की तीसरी बार युवक अभी भी बेरोजगार. Sir, when we speak about youth unemployment, sir, look what unemployment has done to this country. This is the perfect example. Sir, they've gone mad. This is what unemployment has done, sir. These young people don't want to listen to budget speeches. The young people of this country, the young India, doesn't want to listen to your rhetoric, doesn't want to listen to your empty promises, doesn't want to listen to your 90-minute long budget speeches. They want jobs, Jobs. Sir, only 3 states in the country have enterprises where women own more than 3 out of 10 establishments. And these 3 states are Telangana, West Bengal, and Karnataka. It's not coincidental, sir, that all 3 states are governed by non-BJP political parties. And I have no qualms or hesitation in saying that BJP and women empowerment simply don't align and is rather paradoxical. So now I come to D, deprive, like the honorable member has deprived his wife. Yes. So D for deprive. Yes. You spent 20,000 crore on revamping Central Vista. You did this to improve the homes of the rich,
listen.
influential,
Please.
and powerful. What have you done for the homeless in the cities, in the towns, in the villages?
अरे भैया व्हाइट पेपर दे दो, कहानी खत्म. सर, जिसके पास कागज नहीं होगा, सर व्हाइट पेपर मांग रहे, चिल्ला रहे, इनके पास कागज नहीं है और पूरा देश से कागज मांग रहा है सीए का नाम पे. ये बीजेपी है,
आप बीच में मत टोकिए.
Sir, Finance Minister yesterday in a speech proposed flood control initiatives for states like Bihar, Assam, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim, and Uttarakhand, sir. Unsurprisingly, Bengal was once again left out in spite of northern part of Bengal being one of the most worst flood affected areas. Despite 6 out of 8 MPs from PCs that falls under the northern part of Bengal being from BJP, this is the kind of discrimination meted out to our state. I hope people of Jalpaiguri and Alipurduar are watching this and listening to what I'm saying. As per the Women's Reservation Bill, the BJP would have had 80 women MPs. But how many do they have? They have just 31, which is a mere 13% of their total strength. तीसरी बार मोदी सरकार खो गया है शिक्षा का अधिकार. Sir, the inability to conduct NEET is one of the biggest failures of this government, jeopardizing the future of almost 33 lakh bright students. मजदूर की जेब हो रही है खाली, बताओ कब ये हालत है सुधरने वाली. So now I come to G for guarantee. But a guarantee, सर खुद बोल रहे हैं उसका सरकार का घोटाला. सर देखिए, सर thank you. I would take that acronym. He's very good. Sir, G for guarantee, G for घोटाला. Need घोटाला and a guarantee with zero warranty. Sir, PM announced demonetization and guaranteed black money. भैया कितना सेल्फ गोल दोगे?
हरा दिया था तो एक बार
कितना सेल्फ गोल दोगे? देते रहो. आपको ही डांट पड़ेगी.
आपस में बात करते हैं.
PM announced demonetization and guaranteed that black money would be wiped out. Sir, he failed. Sir, why I say guarantee with zero warranty? Why I say guarantee with zero warranty? Because PM announced demonetization. He said black money will be wiped out. Sir, this government failed. 99% of the black money came back into circulation and is in the system now. Sir, he guaranteed that terrorism would be curbed. Again failed. There has been 26 terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir in the last 6 months. Sir, guaranteed to create 25 crore jobs in 2014. Failed. In 2023, the government admitted that in the last 10 years, only 1 crore jobs were created. Sir, guaranteed everyone will have a house. The Prime Minister himself said that every Indian will have a roof over their head. Everyone will have a house by 2022. The Finance Minister proposed the construction of an additional 3 crore houses under PM Awas Yojana. Yet no mention has been made of 11,36,000 houses in Bengal that are still awaiting central funds, while the same money is being allocated to purchase aircraft worth 8,000 crore and construct palatial buildings as a part of Central Vista project worth 20,000 crores. And the poor people of this country still endure homelessness and remain without a roof over their heads. Still remains without a roof over their head. Another failed promise. So they guaranteed employment to the rural poor under Manrega, but failed. As I said, not a penny has been allocated for Bengal in the last 3 financial years following BJP's embarrassing defeat in the 21 assembly elections. So they guaranteed to turn bullet trains into a reality by 2022. Failed again. Now the deadline has been conveniently shifted and postponed to 2026. Sir, 1 kilometer of bullet train costs 200 crore. 1 kilometer of dedicated freight corridor, DFCs on the other hand, costs 25 crore. Sir, railway accidents today has become the order of the day. But the union budget presented yesterday makes no mention of rail safety or installation of anti-collision devices or coverage in the passenger trains. Guaranteed to double farmers' income by 2022. It failed. Actual growth staggers at 3%. Sir, under this budget, one thing is clear. The only thing that is growing faster than price rise and inflation is BJP's list of broken promises. अब मैं E पे आता हूँ. Sir, E for eccentric. Modi ji's eccentricity has turned this government, or rather the governance, into a circus, sir, costing the nation dearly. आप मुझे एक चीज बता दीजिए, इस सदन में जो लोग ताली बजा रहे, एक सेकंड सर, इस सदन में जो लोग ताली बजा रहे, 700 फार्मर्स मारे गए, उनको मौत की घाट उतारा गया. सर, एक मिनट, एक आदमी ने एक मिनट के लिए खड़ा होके उनके ऊपर श्रद्धांजलि दिया. ये आज ताली बजा रहे, इसीलिए ऐसा हाल है इनका. और सर 700 लोग मारे गए. ट्रेजिकली ओवर. क्या 700 farmers died. 700 farmers died. What did you do?
You people have blood on your hands. You people have blood on your hands. You people have blood on your hands. As farmers, सर मैं एक बात स्पष्ट कर देता हूँ. एक चीज सर, ये जो बोल्ड है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ बीजेपी से, मैं जो सवाल यहाँ पे पूछ रहा हूँ इनसे, या मिनिस्टर को जवाब देना है, इनमें से कोई भी अगर जवाब देना चाहता है, कोई भी मीडिया चैनल चूज कर ले, मुझे टाइम बता दे, मैं आ जाऊंगा. एक हाथ लगे. मैं कह रहा हूं सर, इनका दम है. इनका सीने में दम है.
आप अपनी बात कहिए.
और अगर हिम्मत है तो ये
आप चुनौती मत दीजिए. आप अपनी
I am giving them, I am challenging them to come.
आप चुनौती मत दीजिए सदन
come
में.
and debate with me.
ये बार चुनौती देना, या चुनौती सदन में नहीं.
Sir, harsh measures such as barbed wires, cement boulders, and iron spikes were deployed on the roads to block farmers from entering the capital. Sir, ये मुझ पे आरोप लगा रहा है, मैं पढ़ के बोल रहा हूँ. पीएम टेलीप्रॉम्प्टर से बोलते हैं. सर, प्राइम मिनिस्टर टेलीप्रॉम्प्टर से बोलते हैं. डेटा तो मैं पढ़ के ही बोलूंगा सर. अपना नेता को जाके ज्ञान दो. अरे अपना नेता को जाके ज्ञान दो.
चर्चा मत करो. आप अपनी बात कीजिए. आप अपनी बात कीजिए.
Sir, demonetization was brought to combat black money. It was brought to combat corruption. It was brought to combat terrorism. However, the move resulted in a severe cash crunch. Now I come to the last letter. Sir, T.
माननीय
T
सदस्य,
for
प्लीज.
tragedy.
माननीय
Sir,
सदस्य,
T for tragedy.
माननीय सदस्य, आप वर्तमान बजट पे बोले. 2016 के बाद तो 2019 नहीं.
सर मैं
जवाहरलाल नेहरू का बात वो लोग बोलेगा.
सर
जवाहरलाल नेहरू का बात वो लोग बोलेगा.
कोई 60 साल पहले जवाहरलाल नेहरू का बात करेगा, दूसरे नेताओं का बात करेगा, तब आप कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे.
सब बोलते
मैं
हैं.
5 साल पहले का डिमोनेटाइजेशन का बात करूंगा तो आप कहेंगे भाई वर्तमान इशू पे बोलिए. सर, ये पक्षपात नहीं चलेगा सर.
बजट पे
मैं बजट पे ही बोल रहा हूँ. When 300 lives were lost in Balasore, when 300 lives were lost in Balasore train incident last year, what was it? Act of God or act of fraud? When 9 were killed and 40 people were injured as goods train rammed with Kanchenjunga Express last month, what was it, sir? An act of God or act of fraud? Sir, Manipur is burning over the last almost 1.5 years. More than 200 killings, 70,000 displacements, 1,000 homes wrecked. Sir, no mention of the word Manipur in the union budget. BJP tried to make an example out of me by setting an example for the rest of the country to see by letting ED and CBI go after me. Sir, but what did the people do? देश में जनता मालिक है, कोई नेता मालिक नहीं है. The people of Bengal and the people of my constituency elected me 3rd time with a margin of 710,000 votes, setting an example for Narendra Modi, Amit Shah and the minions of BJP and the rest of the country to see this is the people's power. Sir, if I'll have to bow, I'll bow before the power of the people. I will not bow before the people in power. This people needs to understand. Sir, if you audit the results of 2019 general elections, what will the audit show, sir? The election results are a direct audit of the performance of the Honorable Prime Minister and this government. The PM was the face, the body and the head of the BJP campaign, which cried, "Ab ki baar 400 par." And what is the result of that audit? The result of the audit is BJP lost heavily in Bengal. They were stunned in Uttar Pradesh, shaken up in Maharashtra. Their slogan was, "Jo Ram ko laaye hai, hum unko laayenge," backfired, sir. Okay. Their slogan of, "Jo Ram ko laaye hai, hum unko laayenge," backfired. I would rather say, "Prabhu Ram aaye, to न्याय आया." कुछ वक्त जरूर लगा, लेकिन इंसाफ आया. BJP not only faced a humiliating defeat from the Ayodhya seat, but it also lost Badrinath in the last by-election. That takes me back
from where I started. वक्त बदल गया है. The Prime Minister now leads a creaky, vulnerable, shaky coalition. And it leads a coalition government which is just waiting to blow up. Rather than investing in the future of this country, it is unfortunate that the union government is investing for Modi ji's political survival at the expense of nation's well-being. Truth is, the Honorable Prime Minister is on borrowed time. You all are on borrowed time, mark my words. And I would like to end by saying, थोड़ा सब्र रखिए और कुर्सी का पीटी बांध लीजिए, मौसम बिगड़ने वाला है.